Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a top 5 bronzers for pale skin. This is something that I know, like when I was getting into makeup, it was really hard for me to find and to find people like talking about. I mean, I'm sure that's changed now, but it's something that I think is beneficial and useful for those of us with pale skin because it's hard to find a good bronzer. I'm not complaining, but you know, sometimes it's too orangey, sometimes it's too cool. So I have narrowed it down to my 5 favorites. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, then just keep watching. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I didn't like rank them or anything like that. They're all just really good bronzers for my skin. So the first one, I mean, some of these might be a surprise, but some of them should come as no surprise, and that's this one, is the Wayne Goss Radiance Boosting Face Palette in light gold. I love this contour bronzer combo. So I'm gonna swatch all of them on my arm so that y'all can see what they all look like in comparison to one another. They're just so, it almost feels like a cream whenever you put your finger in these, but the two of them combined, oh my gosh, it is just absolute perfection. So on the top is the bronzer shade, and then underneath is the contour shade. Oops, I might have picked up a little too much. That's why it's falling out like that. But the two of them, I mean, alone, the contour shade and the bronzer shade are fantastic, but combined, oh, it is just magical. Let me pick up a little bit more of that contour shade just so y'all can really see what it looks like. There we go. It is a very cool toned, you know, almost grayish, but not gray. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't want to say grayish because it's not gray. It's really not. It's like a tawny kind of, I don't know. You can see it here. Think of your own description for it. It's fantastic. I love both of them together. So next, which is what I'm wearing today, is the Gucci bronzer in shade 1. This bronzer, it's really nice. It's got, I don't care for the smell. It doesn't bother me, but like, it's not my favorite. But this is my favorite bronzer just for, you know, when I need something quick and easy. And the undertone, it's rosy and bronzy, yet neutral. It is just really beautiful. So this is the Gucci bronzer in shade 1. Again, I'm gonna pick up a little bit more because I just want y'all to be able to really see what these look like next to one another. So pretty. So if you see, it is more like of a reddish pinkish undertone than the other two, but on my skin, I mean, like I said, it's what I have on today. It really is beautiful. So next, this is actually a fairly new addition to my collection, and I have been loving it so far. It's so pretty. It is this Sicily bronzer. It is the Sun Glow Bronzing Gel Powder. Now, before I continue, I do like cream bronzers, but when it comes to my top 5, when it comes to the undertones, these are the ones that I reach for. If I have to give an honorable mention for a cream bronzer, it's the Tom Ford, the shade in Illuminate in 0.5. That one's, it's fantastic. So if you're looking for a cream bronzer, that's what I would recommend. Anyways, this is a gel powder. So it's kind of like that baked gelée kind of formula, which honestly performs whenever you put it on your skin, or looks like a gel or a cream, but it's in a powder form. So I have been absolutely loving this one. It's very light and it's very warm, but oh gosh, I've really been loving it. So there is the Sicily, and it's very glowy too. So the Gucci is matte, the Wayne Goss contour shade is matte, not the bronzer shade, and this one is definitely very, very glowy and pretty, and I just absolutely love it. So next, another baked gelée formula that I absolutely love is this Shantikai bronzer. Y'all knew that Shantikai was coming. It wouldn't be a Kayla video without a Shantikai product. So this is the shade Serena. Again, it's that baked gelée kind of formula. I've heard a lot about the Goa shade of this, but I haven't picked it up. I have enough bronzers, and I love this Serena shade. So again, this is a baked gelée, and it too is a glowy bronzer. It's not matte. So I'm gonna swatch that one down here. It's very, very pretty. So it's not quite as warm as this Sicily bronzer, but it's still warmer than some of the other ones. And again, it's a glowy, it's not matte. It's very, very glowy and very, very pretty. And these baked gelée ones, they just look so natural on the skin. They all look natural on the skin, but this baked gelée formula, if you're looking for something that, you know, you can just sheer out and put on really, really quickly and easily, these are where it's at. So last but certainly not least, again, this is not in any particular order, and I don't think that I've really talked about this on my channel or on my Instagram yet. It is this Fenty bronzer in the shade Into Sun. Now I'm gonna open this up, y'all, and tell me I don't love this bronzer. I have a huge pan on this bronzer. Honestly, this, I don't think I'm wrong, but I'm thinking back, and this is honestly the bronzer that made me think, okay, there are bronzers out there that I can actually wear and that look really, really nice. This is the oldest one that I have. It is the first one that I picked up out of all of these, and I clearly have used it. I don't use it as much anymore on like my actual face, but I use this just about every day to put on the sides of my nose because it just looks so natural and so light and not too, you know, bronze or dark for my skin. So I'm gonna swatch it for y'all. All the way down here at the bottom. So that is the Fenty bronzer in the shade Into Sun. Let me see. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more just to build it up, but see how light that was? It's very, very light, and it is definitely one of those products, if you're afraid of bronzer for your pale skin, this one's definitely a good place to start. It's super, super light and easy to build. So I'm gonna go through them one more time on my arm just so you can see. So again, we have up here the Wayne Goss bronzer shade and the Wayne Goss contour shade. We have the Gucci bronzer in shade 1. We have the Sicily bronzer, the Shantikai and Serena, and then the Fenty bronzer in the shade Into Sun. So they're all very, very unique, honestly. They really, really and truly are. And I use them all on different occasions. Like I said, that Fenty one, it has such a big pan because I've had it for so long, but I really, really do love all of them. I think if I'm going for like a full-on beat, I definitely reach for the Wayne Goss, and I lay the contour shade down first and put the bronzer over the top. But lately, just because it's my most recent purchase, I've been reaching for the Sicily one, but overall, I think the one that I reach for the most is probably the Gucci, just because it's the easiest. So yeah, those are my top 5 bronzers for my pale, translucent skin. If you're pale skinned, or really any skin, what is your favorite bronzer? I would love to hear. I know that beauty brands have a long ways to go still. They're making progress, but they still have a long ways to go whenever it comes to making bronzers and products in general for like deep skin tones, but they're getting there. One step at a time, baby steps. Fingers crossed we'll get there. So leave a comment down below. What are some of your favorite bronzers? Do you like any of these that I mentioned? And if you like my content, please hit the like button for this video, hit that subscribe button. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there. And thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.